You have seen it before. You click on one website and it opens instantly, but another one takes forever to load. Sometimes it's just a second or two, but in the digital world, a second feels like an eternity. Today on Coffee Chats Tech, we are going behind the scenes to understand why some websites load faster than others and what's really happening in that small moment between click and content. When you visit a website, your browser becomes a messenger. It sends a request to a distant server saying, "Hey, can you send me everything needed to display this page?" The server replies with files, text, images, code, videos, and font. Your browser then puts those pieces together like a puzzle until the full page appears on the screen. The faster that puzzle is delivered and assembled, the faster your website feels. Think of a website like a backpack. The more things you stuff inside, the heavier it gets. A simple website with just text loads quickly. Add 10 high resolution images, 2 videos, animations, and pop ups, and suddenly your backpack becomes heavy. The browser has to carry all the data from the server to your device. If your internet speed is slow or your device is old, that weight feels even heavier. That's why developers talk about page weight, keeping the site as light as possible without losing its look or feel. Images are beautiful, but they are also the biggest performance thieves. One uncompressed banner can take longer to load than the rest of your website combined. That's why smart websites use image compression. So the picture looks the same, but the weight is quite less. They also use formats like WebP or AVIF, which shrink the images dramatically without losing clarity. And here's another trick: lazy loading. Only loading images when you scroll near them instead of all at once. Websites aren't just pictures and words, they are also scripts. JavaScript adds life, moving sliders, pop up messages, interactive features, but also too many scripts running at once can slow everything down. It's like trying to cook 5 dishes on one small stove. That's why developers use minified code, removing unnecessary spaces, symbols, or comments, and load scripts after the main page appears, so users don't have to wait for every feature to activate before seeing the content. Here's something you don't see: distance. If the website server is in New York and you are in Vancouver, your request travels thousands of kilometers. That journey, though fast, still adds milliseconds. To solve this, websites use CDNs, content delivery networks. These are the servers distributed across the globe that store copies of websites closer to the users. They also use browser caching, saving small files on your device, so next time you visit, the browser don't need to download everything again. You might think, does 1 or 2 seconds really matter? But online it does. Studies show that users leave a page takes longer than 3 seconds to load. Speed doesn't just make websites faster, it makes them feel trustworthy. A fast site feels professional, a slow one feels broken. And in today's world, attention is a fragile thing. So next time you visit a site that loads in the blink of an eye, remember the invisible work happening behind it: compressed images, cached pages, optimized code, and the servers working in sync. That's front-end performance, the art of making the web feel effortless.